Well, as you know, our friend Candice Malcolm wrote about this in the Toronto Sun. And then the Conservative MP Kelly Leitch tweeted about it, a very simple tweet. She said, "A battered wife and a bloodied hockey stick. That's the legacy of Trudeau's Syrian refugee program," and then linked to the story. And she's exactly right. Not a word of that is false. Exactly rooted in the fact that Trudeau did not vet these migrants, and specifically didn't ask them about cultural questions, Canadian values questions, like the equality of men and women and nonviolence. Precisely the central campaign theme of Kelly Leitch. Well, the Liberals know what side they're on. They're on the side of Syrian migrants, even if they're wife beaters. That's where the votes are numerically. So here's what Trudeau's chief of staff, his principal secretary rather, tweeted last night. Gerald Butts quoted Kelly Leitch's comment and then said, "If you thought this was a cynical act for the Conservative leadership campaign, it's not. It's what she believes and whom she is. History won't be kind." Really? History won't be kind to whom? To the woman who calls out wife beaters from Syria? I don't get it. Is history about to turn its back on feminism, or is history about to tolerate wife beating in the name of Muslim accommodation? Who knows? Maybe he's right. If our future is indeed Sharia law, I suppose it will not look kindly on those last few real feminists who object. We've shown you this picture before, or ones like it. It's Iranian women protesting against the Islamic regime's fatwa that all women must now cover their heads with a veil. Well, these women raged against it, but so what? The future in Iran was Muslim. 40 years later, it's still the case, so I suppose the official history of Iran regards these women as harlots or infidels. The official history isn't kind to these Kelly Leitches of their day. Gerald Butts doesn't think it'll be kind to our Kelly Leitch either. But what about Ahmed Hassan? As you know, he's the Muslim migrant to Canada who is now our immigration minister. And in the past, he has talked about embracing Western values. I've said good things about him before based on his testimony shown here. Years ago at a U.S. congressional hearing, he said he was for Western values. He said the West was actually the best place to be Muslim, better than Muslim countries even. He sounded like a real Canadian. I was excited about it, but now he's just a liberal first, and he takes orders from Gerald Butts now. And so look at this. From the Globe and Mail, Kelly Leitch criticized over tweet attacking Syrian refugee program. That's the headline, but that's not really the story, is it? That buries the lead, doesn't it? Here's the key part of the story. It's domestic violence, clearly something that we abhor and we condemn, said Ahmed Hassan. Okay, good start, but then this. What Miss Leitch is doing is equally reprehensible. Really? Because she's tying in a problem that exists everywhere, both in refugee communities and in our society. This is a problem that many societies grapple with. She's tying that in with our refugee policy, Mr. Hassan said in an interview with the Globe and Mail on Monday. Well, it is tied to refugee policy because we're importing people from a misogynist rape culture. Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Turkey. Listen to Mohammed Rafia himself. He says he didn't know beating women was wrong. He didn't know because it's not wrong where he comes from. And the Liberals refuse to vet people for Muslim wife beating. And it is endemic to Muslim culture. Sure, there is ad hoc violence against women in every culture, but in Islam, it's hardwired into the religion. Beating wives is specifically prescribed. It's a specific punishment approved by Sharia law for women who defy their husbands. It is linked to Islam, and therefore it is linked to Muslim-majority countries like the vast majority of the Syrian migrants Trudeau brought over. That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.